Crazy girls. It's only been like a couple weeks since we've been in here. We've been letting them do their thing. Been too busy with work. And it looks like they've built up comb right to the inner cover. So this is gonna be a mess. This is gonna be a mess. Howdy ladies and gentlemen, friends and family. Jake here at GD Honey Acres. And if you've been a follower to this channel for a while, you'll realize I've got something new on today. So Miss Jake and I decided to pick ourselves up some of those 3-layer bee suits. Supposed to be a lot cooler. It's only about 80 right now. It's hard to tell you. I can feel a difference. I can feel air movement through this thing. And I'm hoping that since it's that 3-layer, it takes a lot more to get to my skin, unlike that other bee suit I had, which is just 1 layer of fabric, and I've always get stung right here on the forearm. So I'm hoping, since I got a couple size, well, a size larger, and that way it's loose so it's not tight against my skin, and that this triple layer ventilated bee suit will really help. This is one of the Brutal Bees bee suits off of Amazon. I'll put a link down below so you guys can look at what we're trying to use. We'll let you know how it goes. Currently it's got a pocket up here for like your pen or whatnot. It's got 3 pockets here. I've got my queen clip in there, got more gloves. It's actually nice and tight right there, so I don't know if I really need to put my nitrile gloves over my wrist. It's got a nice wide thumb part here, so it's not cutting into your skin, which I'm liking that right now. So if you do decide to put gloves on over this, it'll help hold that sleeve up higher so you don't have to worry about it coming down. The only review that had me kind of cautious was with the veil. One guy said he didn't notice that it had a hole in it before he used it. So be sure to always do your due diligence and go through your suit and check for holes. That way you don't get stung on the face. Being stung on the face is horrible. You don't want that to happen. If you get stung on the eye, you could go blind. Remember, minimal protection when keeping bees is always a veil to protect your face. All right, so now I'm done talking about this and a little bit of protection. I mean, I'll tell you what I think of this as the video ends. But as you can see, all our sunflowers are out. Bees are all around me right now. I saw some yellow jackets earlier. I mean, I look around, I can see bees everywhere, so they're loving these sunflowers. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. We are going to go through hives, and we're going to look at which ones have full supers that are capped, so we could put our bee escapes on them, so we could pull supers tomorrow and harvest them. So I'm going to go through, we're going to find out what colonies we're going to pull supers on, and we'll put bee escapes under those supers we're going to pull. And tomorrow, we'll see how well they did. All right, let's get in the bee yard. All right, guys, we're in the apiary. As you can see, there's a lot of activity right now. We've got a bunch of orientation flights going on. So we've got a bunch of newbies graduating to the flight class, to the forager class. So it's going to be a little bit loud in here. So far already, I'm liking this suit a lot more than my past suit. One reason is nitrile is staying over the sleeve. I'm not having to worry about that. That little strap, I showed you, it's a lot wider. It is so much more comfortable than that little one that would almost like cut into my thumb skin, or the skin on my thumb there. All right, I'm going to start going through these and we'll see how we're doing. What's up? Let's go. Okay, I gotta show you guys something. Aduna, she has like 2 or 3 frames that aren't fully capped yet, so I don't know about harvesting from her. We might just harvest the frames that are capped. So she's not a candidate for the escape. But look at this. Look at these crazy girls. It's only been like a couple weeks since we've been in here. We've been letting them do their thing. Been too busy with work. And it looks like they've built up comb right to the inner cover. So this is gonna be a mess. This is gonna be a mess. Oh man, this is hard to pull up. Oh yeah, big sticky mess. Yeah, let them build their own comb on top, you weirdos. Too much space apparently. So my guess is this is going to be a great candidate for our bee escapes. Let's take a look-see. So this first one, it's fully capped. Oh, that's freaking heavy. That's a good sign. Oh, and she's packed in. There we go, I got it released. I thought, oh. Let's check this bottom one out. I'm seeing capped all in there. I guarantee you this one's fully capped too. So what's gonna happen here is these two supers are gonna be on there. I'm putting a bee escape right here. All right, so we're putting the plastic one on. Just gonna go just like that. So the funnels are facing down towards the brood. Then we're just gonna put our supers right on top. Oh my Lanta! So just like that. Let's get this inner cover back on. And it looks like they already kind of propolized the entrance. So we're going to leave that be. Get this all the way closed up. And then, with my upper entrances, I got them set up to where if I push the telescopic cover all the way back, that upper entrance is closed off. So, there's our bee escape. So, there's our bee escape put on there underneath the supers. We're going to do that with the plastic ones and the wood ones, that same setup. I'm going to get going through all the rest, and I'll be back when I've got them all on. Alright guys, to give you my honest opinion of this suit, I freaking love it. Like, I would normally be just sweating my butt off right now in that other suit, no ventilation whatsoever. This 3-layer ventilated suit is freaking awesome. I highly recommend it. If you're in a humid place where it gets hot or just want to try to keep as cool as possible while keeping your bees, I'd highly recommend this bee suit. They got all sorts of sizes, clear up to like 4 or 5XL. I can't remember. I think 4XL is the highest I saw, but I'll put links in the description below. All right, so I got all the bee escapes on. So we got 3 plastic and 3 wood bee escapes put on. The goals of the bee escapes is to have our bees travel down, can't get back in from the bottom or the top. That way we disturb the bees as little as possible when we pull supers. This is actually fairly fast. I was able to pull up the outside frames and you could see if they were capped or not. And if they were capped, the outsides are capped, the whole thing was capped. You could also look down in between all the frames and see capped. I did pull frames, like samples, throughout random spots of the supers to see, and yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 supers to harvest. That's anywhere from 50 to 60 pounds per box. I need to go buy more 5-gallon buckets. I only bought 5 today. I do not have enough if that's how it's going to be. I mean, I'm probably going to fill up all them buckets. Oh well. Alright guys, so you're all probably wondering what I'm wondering, if these plastic bee escapes will hold up to all that weight. We'll see. Sophia has 3 supers on top of her bee escape, so she's got the most weight. We'll thoroughly inspect that one after we pull the supers, and we'll go inside, sit at the kitchen table, and we'll look at it and see what we find. Hopefully they're all good, and hopefully they all work. That way I could use them next year. One thing to be sure is make sure you do not leave gaps for the bees to get inside, back inside the boxes. I went through and checked on all mine. What is it? I think it's Ahsoka here. I had to use the wood one because it sat a little wider and deeper. Because my frames on that one, that was probably one of my first boxes I made. I didn't cut the depth for the frames to sit in deep enough. I needed maybe another 1/8 of an inch and it would have been fine, but that wood bee escape works great. So, hopefully, they work. I'll let you all know tomorrow. Anyway, take care wherever you are, whenever you are. I'll pray for you, pray for me. I'll pray for your family, you pray for mine. Just comment, put in the comments down below, and I'll say a prayer for you. Alright guys, hope you like what you saw. I'd highly recommend a 3-layer ventilated bee suit. It's a game changer. I feel like I could be out here all day now, and before, just going through these 13 colonies was just a big chore, and I didn't want to be out here anymore. Alright guys, we love you. We'll see y'all later. Goodbye.